would now like to call upon my friend, our president, Mr. Elias Toby, to address the committee.
First of all, why don't you all join me and thank Mr. Maurice Benzacar for doing a wonderful job. Dear Madam Ambassador, rabbis, mayor, leadership of both the Jewish and Moroccan community, and distinguished guests. The Moroccan Jews constitute an ancient Jewish community. About 65 years ago, there were over 250,000 Jews, and today many of those Jews and their offspring are dispersed in many countries of the world, with a large community of them here in Canada. Jews settled in Morocco from as early as the dispersion of the Roman Empire some 2,000 years ago. Spanish Jews coming to Morocco in droves left a lasting impact. They began to arrive in the 14th century and were protected by the edict of the sultans of the time. As early as the 18th century, there were a great number of Jewish officials, treasurers, counselors, and administrators at the Moroccan court, whom were generally called ministers. In fact, in the late 18th century, it was common to find Moroccan Jews as ambassadors to many countries in Europe, like England, Holland, Denmark, and the Netherlands. In 1940, the Nazi-controlled Vichy government issued anti-Semitic decrees excluding Jews from public functions and imposing the wearing of a yellow Star of David. Sultan Mohammed V refused to apply those racist laws, and as a sign of defiance, insisted on inviting all the rabbis of Morocco to the 1941 throne celebrations. In fact, we all know the very famous response when a Nazi commander asked for the number of Jews living in Morocco. And the king replied, "We have no Jews in Morocco, only Moroccan citizens." In 1956, Morocco attained independence. Jews occupied several political positions, including 3 members of parliament and a ministerial post. In 1961, Mohammed V died, and whereas his death was mourned by Jews all around the world, and that he was remembered as their protector, at that moment, about 80,000 Jews emigrated to other lands, including Canada. Morocco continues to be a voice of peace and cooperation, and King Hassan II was a catalyst for many initiatives between the Arab world and Israel. In 1994, an Israeli mission was opened in Morocco, and in May 1995, King Hassan II mediated peace talks between Perez and the Palestinians. When King Hassan II died in 1999, Jews around the world mourned his passing. The current King of Morocco, King Mohammed VI, continues the open door policy of his father that allows the Jews from Morocco who have left these lands to return here. King Mohammed VI has said that the blending of cultures has resulted in a sympathetic understanding that unified the people of Morocco. Despite the current small numbers, Jews continue to play a notable role in Morocco. The king retains a Jewish senior advisor, and Jews are well represented in business, politics, and culture. Jewish schools and synagogues continue to receive government subsidies. After a half-century of separation, the Jews of Morocco are finding their way home. Many of us have recently visited the land of Morocco, and through those visits, recall and better understand the culture and dimension of being a Sephardic Jew. Our community of Moroccan Jews have a distinct and deep expression of their identity. It is an entity that is entangled with the richness of a Jewish and Muslim interaction over many centuries. Today's image of Morocco is one of openness and welcome where there is nostalgia and longing from the Jews and their offsprings who have emigrated from these lands. It has been written that the Jews are extremely attached to the Kingdom of Morocco, and even if they have left in masses towards the 50s, they somehow remained in Morocco. Morocco is a country of openness and hospitality where different communities found a way of living together. I suppose that Canada has much in common with Morocco, where we too enjoy a mosaic of communities and have learned that peaceful coexistence is a blessing and that we must appreciate it, continue to celebrate it, and preserve it. Madam Ambassador, on behalf of the Sephardic Kehila Center, and I am sure also on behalf of the many descendants of Morocco that are with us this evening, please accept our most sincerest appreciation to the government of His Highness King Mohammed VI on the wonderful gift of this Moroccan fountain, traditional fountain, that you have bestowed on this facility. And it is a testament to the admiration and brotherhood that we share for each other. Thank you.
Now, I would like to ask Madam Ambassador, Rabbi Assayag, Mayor Jackson, Simon Keslassy, Elias, Toby, Michael Silvia is here, and Robert Metis to join us for the ribbon cutting ceremony. Immediately following the ribbon cutting ceremony, the cocktail reception will take place. Thank you all for joining us this evening.